a missing persons advocate, and that's just the most wrong thing to do. I mean, who are they to be pointing fingers at you? They don't even have an idea of what's going on in your life or what's going on there. They're just assuming.
Correct. And here's the other thing, and I'm not going to say which officers said this, but like Allegheny County said, a lot of things would be different if they had Kayleen's case from the beginning, and if Kayleen would have been put in the computer system as a missing person in the beginning.
So let me just verify. They didn't get the information because of why?
Now, Etna Police Station, which I'm willing to say this on the air because I have actually all the snap-proof evidence, Etna Police Station, whenever Kayleen's mother and I reported Kayleen missing back in January of 2020, they did not put Kayleen in the computer system until March 13th, 2020, which was 2 months and a few days later.
And do they have a reason why they waited so long?
They did not tell us or the Allegheny County the reason why. Now, the other thing that they, in my eyes, they did wrong, because they don't even have a detective in their police force. The other thing that I feel as though that they did wrong was we begged them. We've even talked to the Etna mayor and the Etna manager, and we begged them all to transfer the case to county or state, and they refused to transfer the case until June 15th, which was 6 months and days after Kayleen was missing. Like the detectives said, they're unfortunately going by 6 months later where they have, that's the reason why they have persons of interest, but there's no evidence to put them in trial. They don't want to go ahead and charge them yet in them being able to walk free because you can't charge them again.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that. They say, oh, if he's a suspect and everything else, why is he in charge? Because they don't want to, because, of course, we're trying to get that piece of evidence.
Yeah. It's a sad situation. I mean, I'm an outsider looking in. I haven't really had that much interaction with you other than podcasting and, you know, IMing back and forth, but I can't even imagine what you and your wife are going through.
I don't know how else to put it. I'm going through hell every day. I really am. I wake up every morning with every emotion. I try to do as much as I can. A lot of times, like, I have trouble walking, so I take a tractor or a scooter with me a lot of the times. Sometimes, of course, I can't, so I'll take my cane and everything, but it's just, I don't know, it's empty. I'm empty. A lot of people don't realize this. I mean, it's such a shame where more family members or more people out there don't go ahead and post more about missing people, because a lot of people don't realize, you know, every night at dinner I have an empty chair at dinner table.
You know, I understand what you're saying about the missing persons, because I saw a post on Facebook maybe a week or so ago, and it was from a man whose son has been missing for 7 years, and he said, how come all kinds of posts are shared of animals missing but not people?
Oh, exactly. I hammered also Etna about that one, Etna Police Bureau, because they put Kayleen on social media April 30th of 2020. That is almost, 4 months after Kayleen went missing? But they share missing animals the day it's reported.
I don't understand the logic there.
To me, it's heartbreaking and disgusting. And not just that, I've also made posts and pleas. I mean, it's such a shame. Why does this missing person get 50,000 people sharing, and then this one only gets 2 people sharing? Me, if I see a missing person being shared in any of the groups that I'm involved in, and I don't care even if it's 10, 20 years ago, we go through, us parents with missing children, we go through the same thing today that I did a year and a half ago.
I can't imagine your pain. I wanna put this out there. I know you said you are working with missing advocates. If you ever need the Shiny Things podcast to help you get the word out about these people, I'm more than happy to help.
Yes, I do, right now I'm involved with 4 cases. That includes Kayleen. I had 5. Unfortunately, one of them was found deceased. Well, anyways, but one of them, a lot of them I'm really close to, and now close to the parents. But one of them I'm really close to is Devontae Morgan. He went missing May 5th, 2020. This same year Kayleen went missing. And another reason why I'm a little bit more touching towards this case is his mother, Terry Barnes. She was actually my first personal case other than Kayleen. She came to me, and one day, they're from out of California, and one day I opened up one of my messenger, and it was this mother, and I'm admitting I cried when I read it, and all the message said was, "My son's missing, please help me." And, with that being my first case and the first time that I felt someone else's pain, even though we live on 2 total sides of America, they're in California and I'm here in Pennsylvania, we are very close. Our 2 families are very close. And like I said, it just, when I read that text, it crushed me. It really crushed me.
Can we talk to the mom and ask her if she would consider a podcast?
Yeah.
Because I would.
Yeah, definitely. I will give you Terry's information, and I will let her know about you and everything. But yeah, that's not a problem. And then I'm also really close to Karina. Her daughter went missing out of Las Vegas.
Her daughter.
Aaliyah.
I've done so many of these since your daughter that
I think you did have hers.
I did, and I was
because I gave you that information that day of hers.
And her birthday came and went, and Karina was waiting for her to call her, and never happened.
Correct. Yes.
There's so many.
She just turned 18.
There's so many people
else.
now. There's so many people now that I'm seeing this, and I'm doing the podcast that we're going to start doing Missing Mondays.
Okay.
To really, do what we can. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something.
Now, I also help out. I'll give you the information. My other case is I also help out a sister of a missing brother. he's older in his 20s. I cannot now. Robin Cam, my wife, I have a hard time pronouncing names. I can't pronounce his name, but she's come to me also for help in hearing and seeing. Well, I'll say hearing, but what I mean by hearing is whenever I see what people post and whenever they're trying to get help, the reason why I say hear it is because now as a parent of a missing child, I can hear it. I don't just read it. I hear it and I feel it. And she's also has been very desperate on trying to receive help and everything. And I just, like I said, there's just so many families out there that I wish I had this knowledge back in January of 2020.
Well, I'm going to put it right out there right now, Jason. If anybody that you know needs our help, we're very willing to help. So just give them our information and have them call me, or give me, if they want me to call them, I'll call them.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Like I said, I will touch base with all of them.
So is there anything else you want to add to our show that people might not know about Kayleen?
Well, a lot of people that's been following the story, they know so much now about the story because I won't shut up about it, and I never will as long as I'm alive. But Mano's next hearing for sending the explicit pictures is March 16th, 2022, and that's it. Criminal Division in Allegheny County, and I'm hosting a protest that day. A lot of people are saying, well, why are you doing a protest? You don't want him charged with this and being able to walk. I said, that's not the only thing that the protest is about. I'm battling towards the police also. Oh. Not the Allegheny County and everything, because I am pleased with everything they've been doing and for the cards they've been dealt. I mean, over 6 months later, it's hard picking up a case from there. But I am battling about police misconduct also, because I will not stop until Kayleen gets justice every which way that she deserves.
Well, I really wish you luck. I really hope that you get some kind of closure. You deserve it.
Thank you. Most of all, Kayleen does.
I'm so sorry, Jason. I wish there was something that I could do.
And I will say this publicly. A lot of people that are in, unfortunately, my shoes know this. And I recommend just trying to work through it. But, of course, it's just been also destroying our family and everything. Everyone's just fighting out with everyone. And not because we're accusing any of our... It's so hard, especially not with no answers.
I wish I could say something. I wish I could say I understand. I don't. I try so hard, but nobody will ever understand what you're going through unless they've lost somebody.
That's like the other thing. People go ahead and say, oh, you need to get help and you need medicated. You know, I laugh about that. You know why? Because I do talk to 3 different people, psychiatrists, and I'm medicated. Just like every single one of them say, there's no cure for what parents go through.
No, there really isn't. There isn't, and they don't understand. So a lot of
people can say, you're going crazy, you're going to... Yeah, I am. Until you live through what we're living through, shouldn't judge.
No, you shouldn't judge. You should just love.
All the doctors know, and I would say it on the. I don't want to live.